This was an awful lot of work, so.
Yeah, we're having a good time. We're dedicated to one another right now. When you're out there playing for one another, we're playing like some 9-year-old, 10-year-old kids, not worrying about the outcome, not worrying about individual stats or anything like that. Guys are just playing really hard for one another and enjoying one another. And I think when a team's playing like that, we're really hard to beat. You see all the players out there celebrate one another. We celebrate every play. Even when they get a catch, and it's a great hit, we celebrate that, and they didn't even understand that. They were getting frustrated that we were celebrating those plays, but that's what happens when you're a team and you're together.
How much of that tonight was the effort of playing a team versus the scheme that you had in place?
Well, the scheme we have in place has never changed. So I would say it's more playing for each other and the effort, because we didn't do anything special. We didn't run any exotic blitzes. We didn't run any crazy coverages. Where we disguised this. We stood up, man up, stand up, and we beat them.
How big is that ball coming towards your hands? The 2 interceptions were right there.
Well, it looks the same size. The second one was pretty entertaining. I was laughing the whole time because I told their sideline if they threw it my way, I'd end the game. And they threw it still, way to be those guys.
There was almost a third there too, right?
Yeah, I dropped the third one. I should have 3. I let my team down on that one. They're going to ching me up. How important is one for you guys, giving a playoff extra? Every win's important. This win is no more important than any other win we had this season. You want to get as many as you can and set yourselves up in position to make a great run in the playoffs, and I think that's what we did today. Our team was dedicated, focused, and really locked in.
History with Kaepernick, a couple interceptions, even sweeter.
What history? I know no history you're talking of. There was an opponent who said he was throwing to the open man, and he didn't care who was out there, and I was the open man. I have no idea. Our D-line played fantastic. They deserve a lot of credit. Our linebackers, Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, Bruce Irvin, they put a lot of pressure on guys. Us in the back end, Daryl Simon played lockdown defense the whole game. Byron Maxwell's playing lockdown. Cam and Earl are going to do what they do. They're pro ball, pro players, and show up to work every week. And we just played together. It was a game together. We don't worry about what they have or what he's doing or what his stats are, because they don't matter.
What's changed or what's returned?
Just the energy. I think guys, and also health. Bobby Wagner, as you guys can see, makes a huge difference. That's not a knock on any of our other guys. He's just a high caliber player for us. And when he's out there, he makes a huge difference. And he allows KJ to play in his right spot, allows Bruce. He sets up the defense the right way. He makes the team better. And I think he doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't get the credit he deserves, and Cam doesn't either. And I hopefully Cam will be an All-Pro this year, because he deserved it last year, but he got snubbed, and hopefully, they recognize him this year.
When you told him they throw to your name, you being a little bit hurt after the game.
I didn't really pay attention. I was laughing too hard.
Is there anything mediocre about this?
Their fans. Their fans were. Their fans, threw a few jabs, and then somebody threw a glass bottle at the end when we were jogging in. You never have to resort to name calling and some of the things they said, and it really just helps you appreciate your own fans. Appreciate the 12th man and how classy of an organization we have and how classy our fans are, and, you know, how they stay through the whole game regardless of the outcome. You know, that's huge. But, you know, not every fan can be a great 12th man. Thank you. Yeah, I waved them goodbye.
Drives that were longer, I think, than they needed to be because of penalties. Is that something that you guys will go back and talk about tomorrow?
It's nothing to talk about. You know, these weren't penalties where guys were malicious and over zealous. You know, guys were playing hard. They were playing technique ball. You know, sometimes those are bang plays. You know, they can call them either way. And they decided to call them those ways and help extend those drives. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it's not something that we're overly focused on, overly worried about. It's something that we've known throughout the whole season. I mean, there's been a disparity of the penalties called against us and the penalties called against our opponents, but obviously we were able to overcome that.
What was it to keep Kaepernick following on? You just seemed like he really had much room to kind of run.
Well, our D-line, like I said, they played great. And our linebackers, whenever they saw him getting out, they contained him. You know, Bruce Irvin had a fantastic tackle, fantastic sacker in the game. Bobby, KJ, you know, our whole D-line, Brian Schofield, obviously K-Dub and T-Mac play a fantastic game. You know, it's a team effort, like I said before. It's not, I can't say that enough, because that's what it is. You know, guys were playing together. You know, when you don't have to stress that. You don't have to worry about the quarterback running if you're in the back end. You cover your guys and let your other guys do their jobs because you trust them.
In this week about Crabtree, about the 39ers, about the championship game last year. You that stuff you can do. The only thing you did is kind of take a stand on Marshawn this year. Is that by design? You wanted to kind of deflect this history?
But in a way, in a way, I think you know, I don't know if people weren't clever enough to understand the meaning of it. You know, some people said we weren't focused and this, that, and the second. You know, obviously, you know, the mental capacity there is troubling. But you know, we're obviously focused. You know, we weren't worried about that. We weren't worried about an NFC Championship game. That's last year. We weren't worried about what they were able to do, because that doesn't matter at the end of the day. If we play our game the way we want to play it, we'll get the outcome that we want, and that's what we're focused on. You know, nothing against them. You know, it just didn't matter in our minds. You know, if we played a disciplined, sound football game, we'd come out victor.
You guys have dominated against this team the last few times, or several times in the last few. Do you consider them a rival anymore?
I like that. You caught me on a better day. I made it give you that. You can consider all division opponents rivals. You play them twice a year. You know them very well. You know, the Rams. You know, the Rams are our rivals. You know, regardless of what their record is, what our record is, Arizona as well, and 49ers as well. Regardless of what the record is, you got to bring your A game, because you know each other so well. It's like playing against your brothers. You know, you know all their moves, you know everything they're going to do. So it comes down to will against will, who's going to execute the game plan better. Because there's no tricks. You know, every now and then you throw a few wrinkles in there, but it's head up, nose to nose, man up football.
Can you remember what you were reading and kind of how all that came about?
Well, the first one was a route that usually gives me a little trouble when we're in our three deep, because they sit down in our underneath zone, and it's difficult for our buzz defenders to get underneath it because it's so deep. It's a stutter comeback. And early on in the season, they ran it pretty effectively. Different teams tried it. You know, not all of them were able to complete it, but it was something that teams liked, and something I was alert for. So that when I saw the first stutter, I knew that he was going to sit down. I was waiting for his body language to tell me he's sitting down. I broke towards the receiver, eyes to the receiver, and I looked up, and the ball was coming straight at me. And I tried to get busy, but, he wasn't having it.
Super Bowl, Kaepernick said, I think, that he thought you were scared of his receivers and that he was looking forward to exploiting that this year. And comment to that?
He said I was scared, and he was looking forward to exploiting that. I think his choice of words there were poor. I have respect for his receivers. I think Stevie Brown is a good receiver, very talented. Releases are very deadly. Anquan obviously has been a terror in this league for a while. Brandon Lloyd as well. Obviously, you guys are knowing I'm going to -1. But I think when you get in defense mode, sometimes you say foolish things. And he was in defense mode and just trying to say something. I think he said something like, if he had thrown the ball 6 inches further, it would have been this, that, and a second. But if he'd thrown it 6 inches shorter, I would have really ended your day.
The name calling, without necessarily repeating it, would you specify what happened and when that was from the fans?
Oh, it's early on. It was as soon as we came out the tunnel. It was as soon as we come out. Every time we come in the tunnel, every time we come out the tunnel, it was a lot of vulgar things being said when we were sitting on the sideline. They know, Sometimes you should let sleeping dogs lie. That's what you really should do sometimes. But unfortunately,
As a team, you guys on a roll now, or are you guys just back to that?
one game at a time. Championship mentality. I'm going to go cliche on you. Championship week, another championship week, another great team. Philadelphia played a fantastic game today against Dallas, a very tough Dallas team. And so we're going to prepare for them. They have a lot of weapons. They have a lot of things they can do. So we're going to get ready.
You get your interceptions, so we're going to see a cartridge cutout, or that's because
I can't give you the same thing twice. I have to be more creative. You guys expect more from me. I have to be more creative. But today, like I said, it was a team effort, and it was a lot of guys playing well. I appreciate the credit I get, but it would not be possible without the pressure from our D-line, the great drops from our buzz droppers, and total team effort. Our offense also played a great game. Marshawn had 100 yards, which is becoming, kind of standard these days. He's a great running back. He should be MVP of the league, but hopefully he gets that nod. Everybody who votes MVP, Marshawn Lynch, a lot of touchdowns. Marshawn Lynch, a lot of touchdowns. He doesn't like to talk. You guys don't like me when I talk. Marshawn Lynch.
how much defensively does it feel like last year?
I thought this did feel similar, And in the respect that we got the ball, we got our hands on the ball. Guys were playing fast. Weren't thinking about mistakes. Stuffing the run. Bobby was playing lights out. Everybody was playing lights out. Cam and Earl, Earl was running everywhere. Cam hitting everything, moving, and batting a few balls down. Was great in coverage today. It felt a lot like last year. Marshawn running the ball, running the football. We felt like we controlled the game.
NFL has contacted you since
They have not contacted me at all.
anything else?
Thank you.